That's right. And I figured out the problem. The bug is no more, because I found the guy.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
May I be of service, my lord?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Faith has been asking for someone reliable to assist him.
The Chief Engineer? Is it about Scallops?
In a manner of speaking. Master Faith has, well, evil forebodings. I think he may want to send you to Scallops mines.
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be well, everything except a man. You'll get the details from Chief Engineer Fafar. For the time being, consider yourself his handyman.
Certainly.
It shouldn't be now.
Is he here in the castle?
Where? Now that's a good question. He ought to be somewhere at Perkstein unless he's gone off to deal with some problem or other. Look around. You're bound to run into him.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal. Greetings. What do you need?
Now to finally tell him what happened.
I've returned from Merhoyed, sir.
How does it look there?
I brought them help from the monastery. Brother Nicodemus and Johanka from Skalitz. Fortunately, Nicodemus was able to cure the disease. Well, at least what he's doing looks promising so far.
Thank Christ. Some good news for a change. What about the captive? Did you question him?
He was infected too.
I see. Did he survive?
Fortunately, he survived and I had a chance to question him.
What did you find out?
He was transporting the false coins to Pribyslavitz. He got them from some merchant called Menhart.
I don't know him.
Neither do I. But I know where the money's handed over. It's not far from Rovna, and this Menhart should be waiting there about now.
Excellent, Henry. We mustn't let this opportunity slip through our fingers. You go there and put pressure on this Menhart to tell us what he knows. Don't go yet. There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Henry, have you questioned that prisoner in Merhoyed yet?
Sir, there's some sort of affliction running rampant in Merhoyed.
Truly? I heard some rumblings in the tavern on the way here, but I put it down to the villagers' lively imagination. You know how the common folk love to tell tales.
I spoke with the village elder, Melechar. There really is some disease raging out there. The horses, the chickens, they've all died. Everything. Half the people have already caught the scourge.
Good God. So it is true.
What shall we do?
If the plague really has taken hold there, we can't do much. But there's still hope it could be something else.
It
All right,
is.
Hal. Go to the infirmary in the monastery.
I already
Monks
did
may
it.
know what to do.
I suppose it's our only
I already have the cure.
But we need to question that captive. We must find out more. That business with the fake groschen confirmed there's something fishy going on.
Well, I'll get going to Sasau.
Good luck, Henry. Take care.
Now the bug was happening at the camp because I couldn't get the guy to show up. He was bugged. He wouldn't be standing next to his horse. Well, I just decided to look for him on my own. And he was at this camp, the other camp. So he was supposed to have been up here, but now it's unmarked because we talked to him. So I'm gonna go there manually. And this should trigger the cutscene because I tested it before I started this. So, Scholar Horse. And finally get this quest over with. The bugs kill me. He's just gonna walk to the other camp, I think. And I'm gonna ride there because you can't fast travel. here it is up ahead. Now, if we did it correct, the cutscene should show up. I hope so. There's his horse. Yes, it worked. Okay. What did he want to say?
You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robert, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir. Sir,
What is it?
sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
It's a hard question. I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord Capon, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasso and solve this one.
You can rely on me, sir.
Good luck, son.
Yes. Actually, they were. It's as if he was talking to a son, literally. He said, "Good luck, son." All that glisters. And that was a nice little quote that you can quote from him. Life is just a series of problems that you gotta face, that you have to solve. And now I'm gonna go to sleep and save. Finally. Before anything, I'm going to go back to Merhild, or whatchamacallit, and give the people this cure before they all die, because I'm pretty sure that can happen. So I'm going to travel back down here and give these people this cure, and then move on. Yep. Learning over time. Now I'm going to give these people is secure. If I can remember where some of them are. No one is here. Vitality just leveled up. Yeah.
Brother, is that you? We have to hitch up the sled.
Yes, yes, the sled. Just you drink this and you'll be fine.
Is this holy water, brother?
It is. Drink some and give it to the others in the house too. Brother Nicodemus will come to check on you.
Now I have to remember where the others are. Maybe there's some here. No. Done all this before. I just had to reload a save, so I lost a chunk of progress. So where's the other family?
God save.
It's
What
not
is it?
this one. You, maybe? Let's see.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
So what's the time over there, Shindy?
Punished for what? Mama. Mama.
Oh, sweet Mother of God.
Shit, I've had enough.
Shit. I've had enough.
Any of them? Yeah, there. What's the time? I forget, where is the house that I need?
What is it? Be a bit more careful.
Lord, please end this. Please. No more suffering.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
It's not going to be that house, because Nicodemus is in there. Just going to go to each and every one, because I forgot. 11? Ah, that's not too late.
Make it stop.
Maybe I can put my feet up for a while. So here I am. How are things looking?
It doesn't look good at all, my boy. Do you have the potion?
Yes, here it is.
I'll take 4 doses, you take the rest, and let's split up. I'll see to the Straw family while you deal with Melikar's wife and the rest. They wouldn't let me go near that prisoner. They want him to suffer. Despite his terrible crimes, to treat a fellow mortal soul like that.
Perhaps I'll be able to convince them. I promised I'd bring them help, and I've kept my word. They must let me go to him.
I hope so, but in the short while I've been here, I've found the locals to be rather stubborn.
That shouldn't be a problem because we dealt with them already. Now I guess we should be able to talk to that lady.
Who are you? Don't you know this place is full of disease?
Rest easy. I'm here to bring you a cure. Drink this regularly. Everyone in the house. Got it?
A cure? Oh, good.
We found out what could be the... And? You should check where you're...
It'd be hard to...
I have my sus...
A bastard's...
There's waypoint. It's these things. It's just usually in a general area. You gotta search in. So you don't get a direct route every time. Alright, this should be the last
What
guy.
are you doing here? Can't you see I have a cross on the door?
Don't worry, I brought a remedy from Sasau. Drink this regularly, you and everyone in the house.
A remedy? You have hands of gold, pure gold, my boy. God bless you.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Punished.
I feel quite hungry.
I could have sworn that was it. That was the last one. What do they want from me? Pestilence. Talk to me. I'm giving it to everyone that I could. Vincent in there. That house. This one I can't because Nico. Oh, she's in here. So not much I can do there. Barn is nothing. This house, I don't think I could either. The priest has that house under control. Then this one is where Malakar's wife is. This one was no trouble. It's her right there. This one's done. And then we had this one. This was the last one. So hopefully this one didn't glitch up. Because we talked to him already.
The agony.
that's it. So the game better not cheat me. Last time I was able to give it to everyone.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What's happened? Plague. Thanks.
Well, they think it's a plague, but it's really due to poisoned water, and we found that out without thorough investigation. The bandits that were here poisoned it before they left, and that's what they're thinking. And they drank it, and now they're suffering. And now I'm confused because I gave the cure to everyone I could give it to, and the quest won't update. And I have to talk to him. But I don't want to move it forward when it's saying I didn't give it to everyone, because I don't want the people to die, which can happen if you don't give them the cure. Because that can bite you later.
I've had enough.
Is it because I did it out of order? I finished the main quest tied to this. Yeah, that's the new main quest. Give the cure to the sick. I don't need to see that prisoner anymore because that's been dealt with.
Hey, you've no business here. Clear off.
That prisoner is already in jail, so no need for him.
I can't stand it anymore.
No, it's made by Warhorse.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
Warhorse.
We found out what... You should check where you're...
It'd be hard to...
I have my sister...
The bastards...
Warhorse Studios, I think. Right down here at the bottom, where the mouse cursor is. I might have to reload it again because it's nothing's updating. This has been the tale of the tape. Reloads and lose progress due to bugs. Now let's do this the proper order. Let's talk to Nico first. Maybe that threw it off. So where is he? He should be in here.
So, yeah. Perhaps.
Alright. Now let's do it again. First I'm gonna do this house down here. Talk to you.
Brother.
He has the cure now. Next is what's his name's wife. Should be in here. Right here.
Who are you?
Drink.
Okay, that's done. And then the last one should be Vincent. He should be in this house at the end. And there he is.
What are you doing?
Don't drink.
I remedy.
Alright. Now we talk to Melikar.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
We found out what...
It'd be hard to...
I have my
The bastards...
We found out what... You should...
It'd be hard to...
I have my...
The bastards weren't satisfied with killing young Straw.
Hey, watch it. Lout. Hey, watch it.
Well, that's it. I've done all I could do. I even talked to him and it wouldn't move. So this quest is glitched. Let's just say it was a sequel of something I played already. Yep. Still looking into this thing. Well, I had to reload again to before how far back? To when was the last time? 25th, 24th, it's 23rd. $6.55. Where's this? What's it? Let me see. Oh, 240. You can't get it up higher. This was from a few days ago, and this quest, still haven't done it. So this time I'm gonna go back over here. Before we mess with the bandit. I'm just experimenting at this point, and I thought progress would be made. So he should be in here.
You're not allowed inside.
Let's see.
If you want to go in, talk to Melikar.
No, he's not in there. So I must have already taken the bandit away. I'm gonna see if I can finish this quest up again. Where's Nico? Nicodermus at?
Henry, I'm glad you came. What? The hell?
So here I am. Perhaps
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in, talk to Melikar.
I'm at your service.
we found out.
What the hell?
Punished. What do you...
Drink.
Who are you?
Drink.
Brother, is
Yep. It is.
Still doing it. Trying to find one that isn't too far back. No, it's good. It just has its buggy flaws. This is after we took him to jail. J. So we still didn't complete Pestilence. Let's try another one. This is about as far back as I can go. This is Raiders. Don't want to go to this one. This one's real far back. Let's just see what this looks like. Alright, at least here I completed. Well, I did most of Pestilence. So I'll work from this one and then go to where I know he is. Since he should be over here. So I'll mark that off. Travel to here. If it works from this save, then I'm good. Then I'm satisfied. I just don't want to leave that other Pestilence just sitting there knowing that I can't complete it. Now we're at the point here, we've given them all the cure, we just gotta wait. I was trying to get to that point on the other saves, but it didn't work. Now I'm gonna go to the base and hope he's here, and then act as if this is where it starts. Now Radzik should be in his camp somewhere. There he is. Now we just report to him.
Greetings. What business have you? Everything can be...
Certainly.
Well, good.
This is a good start.
What
Good
business
start. Good.
I've returned from Mel.
Okay.
For
Alright. Skip, skip, skip. Alright. Now he wants to talk to us about something else, so now I'm going to go back to the camp that we started at, which is up here. And then we should start as normal. We should be good to go. Because then the quest will end, because then he'll give us that quote about life thing. And then we won't have to worry about pestilence, because we've already done it. This is what I wanted to happen that one day when I couldn't figure out how to get past the quest. Until I got the idea to just go look for him, since he wouldn't show up where he was supposed to be. Nope, no Bethesda. Even then, their quests weren't that glitched, but the game itself was. Alright. Cutscene should trigger if it did it right. Yes.
You haven't disappointed me.
In the daytime this time.
Nothing against Bernard, Robert, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Sometimes I ask
And rely on me, sir.
Why does God allow such things to happen?
Great. Okay, we're basically where I want to be now. Because we just gotta wait on Pestilence. And we have this new side quest, and that's it. Good. That's where I want to be. Now we can just continue as usual. Now let's go talk to this chief engineer. Oh, and on this save we gotta get rid of some stuff. Wait. Got a bunch of stuff to sell. Old food and such. I think. Yeah, there's a lot of weight on us. I don't know where it's from. Yeah, we gotta go back to town. Oh yeah, on this save I don't have that new chainmail thing. I have to go and get it. So I have to go back to town to buy stuff. this? Quest tipster. Okay. So, the best town, the best place to have. Well, just cause I'm gonna go here to Tomberg to get that quest tip, and then go back down to Rattay and handle some inventory stuff. Then move on with the activities after a lot of frustration. Okay. Where is he? He's down here. Go to the tip. Never really had to travel through this part of Tomberg. It's too narrow for my liking. Oh, get up there. Might go on foot. Oh, I've never even discovered this part. Okay, he's in here. He or she. Up here. No, they're in the house. Come. Oh, this is a tavern. Someone might get mad if I pick this. Let's see. Which one should I save over? I guess this one. Just in case I get caught. Okay. Let's do it. That's what I was afraid of.
Hey, what are you doing poking around in that lock? This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn crime.
You know what? Screw you. All I want to do is talk to this person, but I can't since the door is locked.
Greetings, Henry. Hey, look out. Folk these days.
Turns out they're not even in there. Who is the tipster? Is it you? No, it's not. I'm confused. It's pointing me here. Yeah, that happens. The game save. It sticks there. Oh, there he is.
Good health, dear.
How are the Talmberg folk getting on? Is it peaceful here?
Do you even have to ask? Some poachers have settled in the woods near the inn. A right band of them too. The master huntsman's at his wit's end with them. Maybe he could use your help.
How are the Talmberg folk getting on? Is it peaceful?
Things here are not too bad at all.
Now we have a new poacher quest. And we just gotta find out who gives it to us. Look at the map. And who gives that is this person. They're all the way out there. Now let's go to good old Nicholas.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Master Huntsman, is there any work for me here?
There's always something that needs doing. You're that Skalitz lad, aren't you? Sir Radzig's lackey.
Sir Radzik is my liege, and I serve him faithfully. But that doesn't make me a lackey.
As you wish. What matters to me is that you're no layabout looking for easy work. I have a job here I can't give to just anyone.
I'm listening.
We've been having terrible problems with poachers lately. In Sir Divish's forests, we've been finding gutted entrails of deer and rabbit nooses all over the place, but no sign of the bastards who put them there.
And you want me to track down the poachers?
Indeed. Whatever you learn will be useful to me.
Do you suspect anyone?
Well, it's hard to say, but seeing how much harm they're causing, I'd say they're no crofters looking for a Sunday roast.
Shouldn't you be dealing with the poachers yourself?
I should, you're quite right. But when I ask the local folk anything, their mouths close up like clams. They're more scared of me than the devil.
Do you think the locals are in on it?
Well, I don't know, maybe. But even if not, they'll never talk to me. They're scared I'll dig some skeleton out of their cupboard. You know, the smaller the village, the bigger the secrets. That's why I need an outsider to ask for me.
I understand. I'll try to find out something about them. Any advice about where to start?
Certainly. Ask around the village. Somebody must have seen or heard something. And it wouldn't hurt to ask in the inn in the glade, the one on the road towards Neuhof. I've heard they serve good venison, and no shortage of it.
That's clear enough. As soon as I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Thanks for your help, lad.
Whenever the game says nest discovered, I never find the nest. I don't know where it is. Apparently there's one nearby. Well, since we got that on the map, on the objective, don't have to worry too much. Find the Tombird poetry. Well, since we're here, might as well do this. I wanted to empty my inventory and get new armor. Maybe we can sell some stuff to him too. I don't think it's not glitched because on this save I already done it. I just gotta wait until it clears up, as you can see there. This is the save I wanted to find. Because I didn't want to do all that over, and it wouldn't let me complete it on the new save, so I just reloaded. Since I knew how to find the guy now, I didn't really need the new save anymore. That's why I like to keep multiple saves for stuff like this. It's people to talk to.
God save you, Henry!
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here who've been stealing game recently.
If you ask me, there's some questions best left unanswered. But go and see Elena if you're determined. That old gossip will tell you all there is to know. Hey, look out! Doesn't mean you have to apologize.
I heard you've got a poaching problem in the woods around here.
In the woods and out of them. Not long back the bastards hung a deer's head on the huntsman's house.
That's pretty brazen of them.
Certainly is. Word around the village is that someone wants to shame him till he squirms.
Do you think it was someone local?
I really don't know. All sorts of things get said. Hannikin Hare's back, if you listen to some, and others are going on about Tom of the Baths. They swear blind he's got his fingers in it.
And what about you?
It could be anyone. There's more than one that has it in for Nicholas. And who knows what the neighbors get up to by night.
What's so suspicious about this Thomas?
Just that he was drunk and blabbering about how he was going to bring back venison from the woods.
Tell me something about Hannikin Hare.
He used to be Master Huntsman here a while back. But then Nicholas got him accused of a murder, and the hare had to flee. It cost him the huntsman's rank and Margaret, too.
What happened between Hare and Nicholas, anyway?
Those two didn't get on from the start. And then that business with Margaret really set them at each other's throats. But it all came to a head about 15 years back when Sir Henry of Lipa came to visit.
Sir Hanish's father?
Just so. There was a banquet at the castle in his honor, and in the morning they found one of Sir Henry's men-at-arms in the ditch with his neck broken. Well, Nicholas made sure the blame fell on Hannikin Hare.
So how did Nicholas put the blame on Hare?
Nicholas always had a viper's tongue, and events made it easy for him. That evening there'd been a right falling out between Hare and the guardsman. Blows were struck. Well, Sir Divish didn't want any ill will with Sir Henry, so he tried to settle things as quick as he could, and Hare got the short straw.
What was going on with Margaret?
Her father promised her to Hannikin, because they seemed a good match. But Nicholas couldn't stomach that, so he did what he did.
And what happened to Hare?
That's just it. No one rightly knows. They put him in the dungeon, but when Sir Henry's men came for him the next morning, he was gone. No one knows what became of him.
I want to ask about something else. So why do people think Tom of the Baths is involved?
Ah, that's just nonsense. He was bragging in the tavern that he'd put on a venison feast for the village girls. Deer for the deers.
Did he?
I doubt it. He's all mouth and no trousers. But if you want to know more, ask my husband, the innkeeper. I wasn't here that evening.
Tell me something about Hannikin Hare.
He used to be Master Huntsman here a while back. But then Nicholas got him accused of a murder, and the hare had to flee. It cost him the huntsman's rank and Margaret, too.
I want to ask about something else. Putting a deer's head on the huntsman's house sounds pretty risky. Why would anyone do that?
Maybe they want to show that Huntsman Nicholas is no match for them. And they're not wrong. He isn't the man he should be.
She knew a lot.
That'll be all. Thanks.
Okay. And she said I talked to her husband, which is this guy. But I don't think I want to. There's a few other people they want to talk to around here. That's Elena's gossip. And Thomas is at the bathhouse. I need to go to the bathhouse anyway. Need to clean up my armor. Let's go to the gossip. Let's see. Margaret. Let's go to the gossip. Elena. Gonna be a lot of talking now. At least progress is being made. Oh, here you are.
I heard there are poachers in the woods round here.
If only if it was just poachers. It's that sorcerer Hare. He's the one who's been running amok. I said he'd be back, and I said he'd be vengeful, and I was right both times.
Has anyone actually seen this Hannikin Hare? He seems to exist only as a bogeyman to frighten naughty children.
Oh, he exists all right. But he flits around in the forest like a shadow. They won't be catching him anytime soon. But Blacksmith's Betty heard some of their goings-on in the woods.
Goings-on? What's that supposed to mean?
Cavorting and raising hell. Sorcery! Hare meets up with his sorcerer's apprentices, and they feast in a clearing in the woods. In the morning, they turn into ravens and scatter. Or so she says. But you'll have to ask Betty for more. Who knows what she saw? Or what she was doing there with them.
Very well. I'll ask.
Miss Betty. It's a lot of people to talk to now.
Who does Hare want revenge on?
The huntsman.
Master Huntsman Nicholas,
I knew
of
it.
course.
I've been paying attention.
When the Hare disappeared, Nicholas took his Margaret and the huntsman's posting.
So Nicholas came out of it well?
That one always knew how to land on his feet.
Tell me something about Hannikin Hare.
Ah, that was all years ago. He turned up here one day. No one rightly knew where from. He claimed up at the castle to be a nobleman's son, and so he got the office of Master Huntsman, and Margaret was promised him for his wife. Nobody could have known he was a sorcerer.
And how did his sorcery reveal itself?
Well, he was able to vanish into thin air in the forest right in front of folk. And I've heard it said he spoke to animals, too.
BS. There's no magic in
Doesn't sound
here.
very convincing to me.
That's because you've not seen his marksmanship. It was natural, the things he could do with that bow of his. They say he sold his soul for the gift of it.
I see. How did it go with Margaret?
I'm not one to gossip, but she was a flighty lass in her younger years. She could never make up her mind which one she wanted, the Hare or Nicholas. So in the end, fate decided for her.
What do you mean? What happened with Hare?
Oh, that was quite something. And then some on top of it. Sir Henry of Lipa was visiting here at the castle, and Hare snapped his guardsman's neck with his bare hands. Of course, they found him out. But how do you keep a sorcerer under lock and key? You can't. That's your answer. And that Satan's spawn slips the net.
Oh well, it's quite a wild story. Any idea why he murdered the man?
No one knows, and most likely never will. But they say he was fully in the devil's power. There was a full moon, you see.
Was he actually seen killing the guardsman?
I suppose so. Else they'd hardly know who did it, would they?
That's probably true. There is one other thing I want to ask. Tell me something about Hannikin Hare.
Ah, that was all years ago. He turned up here one day. No one rightly knew where from. He claimed up at the castle to be a nobleman's son, and so he got the office of Master Huntsman, and Margaret was promised him for his wife. Nobody could have known he was a sorcerer.
Well, I should be going. Thanks for the chat.
Not at all. I always like a good chin wag.
health to you, Henry.
I'd like to ask you about Hannikin Hare.
I'm sorry, but I really don't want to talk about that.
The thing is, every time I spoke to someone about Hare, they always ended up talking about you.
But I don't.
You aren't to blame for anything, is that it? Well, I am willing to believe you, but you do know more than you're telling, and I need to hear it.
Very well. You're right. And what would you like to know about Hare?
How were things between you and Hare back then?
There was nothing between us. Hannikin Hare impressed my father with all his talk of noble blood. But I couldn't stand him, and I didn't want to marry him. And then it made no odds after he ran away.
So you didn't want him? I only asked because I've heard differently.
That's village talk. Of course folk gossip. Mostly they just want to hurt Nicholas.
Did Hare really commit the murder?
God in heaven, how should I know? Anyway, it doesn't matter now.
That remains to be seen. That'll be everything. I'd like to ask you about Hannikin Hare.
I'm sorry, but I really don't...
That'll do me.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I'm here to find out about the poachers gang, and I need to ask a few questions.
Well, ask away. I don't have all day.
I heard you were yelling in the tavern that you were off to hunt some venison.
Look here. I don't know who you are, but you should watch your mouth.
I will, don't you worry. So what happened then?
What? Nothing. It was just the beer talking. I got pissed and started spouting shit. Didn't mean a word of it.
Maybe not. That remains to be seen. That'll do me. I hear there's been trouble with poachers recently.
I don't have time to talk to strangers. Good day to you.
That sounds suspicious to me.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here who've been stealing game recently.
I don't know anything about it. But if I were you, I'd speak to Martha, the innkeeper's wife. She knows all the goings on around here.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Yeah! Ah!
How are you, Henry?
I think I already talked to this lady.
I want to ask one more thing about those poachers.
I'm listening.
That'll be all. I feel quite hungry.
Be a bit more careful.
I've got a few questions about these poachers.
So ask.
I heard you saw something fishy in the forest.
That's right, I did.
Can you describe what you saw?
It was after dark, I remember that. I went up past the castle along by the clearing, and I saw someone had lit a fire, and there were figures singing and dancing, and I could hear the whistling of a pipe. And I could smell roast meat. It was like a feast of some sort. Only I thought maybe it was some witch's sabbath, so I was afraid to stay too long in case they saw me.
Did you recognize anyone there? Someone from the village, maybe?
No. Like I said, it was dark. All I could see was shadowy figures moving around.
Did you hear any familiar voices?
No. But I heard girls' laughter, goblets clinking, a piper playing. It sounded just like any feast.
Where is the clearing?
A short walk north of the castle. There's a track past the woodcutter's camp that takes you there.
Thanks. What do you make of this poaching that's been going on?
It's clear as day. Hannikin Hare's back. And putting those antlers on Nicholas's house? Well, we all know what that means, don't we? It's the sign of a cuckold, you mark my words.
You mean to say his wife's cheating on him?
All I'm saying is she might be feeling the urge. It happens in the best of families.
Well, you're the first who's certain of Hare's return. So far, I've just heard vague rumors.
Well, now, I wouldn't say I'm completely sure. I suppose some other mischief maker could have done it, but better the devil you know. And everyone hereabouts knows Hare.
You were singing a different song not long ago.
So? Why do you want to know so much, anyway?
It's nothing to you, but I'm helping Nicholas unmask that local poaching gang.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, now you know. And you also know not to keep anything from me. So, what's the story with that Hare?
All right, I'll tell you what I know. But promise not to tell Nicholas I said it.
I'll do what I can, but I need to let him know what I discover. So, out with it.
It's to do with Margaret, his wife. They say it's all because of her.
Keep going.
I know full well Hare's here, because Margaret admitted as much.
What did she tell you?
That he waited in the woods till she came by and they exchanged some words. Words was all she told me. Who knows what they actually got up to?
And what did they speak about?
I don't know. But if Nicholas knew they'd met, he'd most likely kill her.
You're sure she wasn't saying it in jest?
Oh no. Margaret wouldn't joke about something
Got
like
past
that.
the glitch, Nero. Figured it out. Just went and looked for the guy myself. And went from there.
Who's this Hannekin Hare, anyway?
Hannekin Hare? There was a time he was master huntsman here, and Margaret was set to be his wife. But then he got himself accused of murder, and fled before they could hang him. Margaret and his job both ended up going to Nicholas.
As you can see, we've got some progress going. For once.
So what's the story between Hare and Margaret?
It was complicated. He wanted her, and she wanted him too, I reckon. At least for a while. But then she hitched up with Nicholas, and now she says she never had a thought of wedding Hannekin Hare.
So what went on between Hare and the huntsman?
Those two? There was no love lost between them from the moment Hare arrived. And then Margaret got involved. It was a messy business.
Well, she's been the most helpful of anyone here besides Martha.
Do you think Hare really killed that man?
Who knows the truth of it now? I did find it all a bit odd. Hare never was much of a hothead. But then again, no one really knew him that well. And Margaret never wanted to speak of it. Wouldn't hear a word about it.
Well, you're the first who's certain of Hare's.
Well, now.
Stop trying.
Not really.
But you know who Radzig Cobbler is, right?
Of course.
I'm his right-hand man, and I'm helping the huntsman catch the poachers. So, I'm not someone you should be messing around.
All right, I'll tell you what I know. But promise not to tell Nicholas I said it.
I'll do what I can.
It's to do with
Keep going.
I know full...
What did she tell you?
That he waited... Oh...
That's all I need. Thanks.
Wanted to see if she had anything different to say. But no.
What is it?
Okay. Well. Let's go explore that clearing as she spoke of. And it is up there. Jesus Christ. Had to be far. Okay. Where's the inn in the glade? I think that... Oh. The inn in the middle of nowhere is right here. So it's not that far from Tomberg. So... let's go to the clearing. Okay. Back this way. I'm not gonna take the bath yet, because it'd be a waste of money to get that armor and then wash what I have on, because I'm gonna sell it anyway. So get it. Hopefully we can get up here. Yeah. Yeah. See what this clearing's all about. We've already been on one witch hunt, even though it wasn't really a witch hunt. They made it seem like it. This is another. And we're here. So, where is it? actually be this area. Oh. It's in here somewhere. Oh, this has to be it. There's the clinking and pots and clothes. Has to be more of this. Is that it? It's a small area. Keep that camp in mind. See if there's anything else out. Nope, went out the road. It's just a small enclosure. Can't go too far away. So it's in here. That has to be it, but I don't know what the trigger is. There's nothing that you can click on. I can sit down, but... Well, this seems like a bust. Nothing's out here. This is the only significant thing, but you can't really do anything but sit. That wasn't 20 minutes. hasn't been 20 minutes. Okay, forget this place. I'm going down to the inn. Not sure if I want to participate in this hold up. No.
How are you?
How's trade? Any trouble around these parts?
Nothing we can't handle.
Listen, innkeeper, I hear you have some game here from time to time.
Aye, we have dice games happening most nights.
You make a stuffed bird laugh. You know full well what I mean.
No, I've no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, come now, let's not lie to each other. I know very well you sell poached game here.
Oh, you do? Do you? And how's that?
I've seen a bit of the world. I know how things go.
Even so, I don't rightly understand what you're on about.
I've heard there are poachers in the area, and I'd like to join them.
Ah, you should have said right away you're in the trade. But before I tell you anything, I'll have to put you to the test. You know, I can't send every Tom, Dick and Harry to my friends.
Fair enough. What do you want me to do?
At the stud farm near here, there's a stable hand by the name of Jakub. Bastard got lucky at dice and won my favourite tankard off me.
And what's that got to do with me?
If you'd stop interrupting, you might find out. Anyway, he's so full of himself, he doesn't want to give it back, not even for money. But he's very fond of archery, and I don't need to add he likes to make bets.
I'm with you. If I can win your tankard back and bring it to you, you'll know that
you're not completely useless. That's right. So, get going. I'm thirsty, and I'll always taste it better out of my trusty old tankard.
What does he mean? I worked for him before and got stuff done.
Have you heard about anything interesting going on lately?
Just some talk about lost sheep and indecent wenches. Probably nothing to interest you.
Of course I care about it. Sheeps and wenches are my thing. Where do I find them?
That's over and done with. They ran away into the forest.
The wenches?
The sheep.
Well, we'd better get back to work.
I don't really have anything specific right now, but I did hear about something interesting from one of your neighbors.
Who?
I don't know his name, but it was about as old as you. He said his family owned the Skalitz Tavern.
Young Adam, then. And the interesting part?
He decided he wanted to go back home. See the damage and so. And someone looted it right in front of his nose.
I know. I've met those scavengers before. It's not that interesting, just sad, really.
Well, it certainly isn't Christian. But the thing is, they were hiding money in that cellar of theirs.
And did he say where he was going?
He said he's going to Rattay, that he has some arrangements there.
It won't be easy to find him. Rattay's a little overcrowded nowadays.
Then you'll have to ask someone, won't you? Bloody hell. Do you want me to hold your hand while you do it?
I'll be on my way then.
Go. Go. And ask him when you see him. Maybe you'll think of something.
Got a new quest out to deal. Besmirched. I'm gonna go back and try to ask around again. I'm stumped with this again, but I don't want to look it up because I might see spoilers. Apparently at that clearing I was supposed to dig for something. I guess I'll head back up there again. Just dig it up. Can't get through a gap in the... Remember this lady? It's been a while. Let's see what she has to say. So there's a spot we have to dig at, and I think it's right here. How do we know this? No clue. Only by chance. So what is that? Some kind of animal? Sheep? Horse? What? It's gonna get dark soon.
God be with you.
I'm here to find out about the poachers gang.
Well, ask away.
Blacksmith Betty saw people feasting in the woods, and she says there was a nice smell of venison. What do you know about it?
Nothing. I wasn't there.
And I don't suppose you'll tell me who was?
No, because I wasn't there.
I don't believe you.
That'll
That'll
me.
do. Percent of game complete. I guess that would be in the codex, and no, the player statistics in general. I guess it doesn't have that anywhere. There's no percentage. Haven't failed any quests yet. That's something. There's no percentage there either. But I've done 67 hours so far. this new info. I'm gonna
I'd like to ask you about
see what happens here.
I'm sorry, but I really don't want to talk about that.
That'll do me. I'd like to ask you...
I'm sorry.
That'll do me. I want to ask...
I'm listening.
That'll... Is there somewhere I could sleep?
All right. For how long?
Just the one night.
All right.
Here you go.
You've got it all to your...
I bought that room because I know it's gonna get dark soon.
Jesus. You men are more than
He missed the bridge. I think he teleported out.
I'd like to ask you...
I'm sorry, but I...
That'll do me.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm stumped here. I don't know what I dug up that grave for. That's not explained. This guy tells us nothing. I think he's lying. This lady doesn't want... I don't think we can go any further with her conversation. And this lady has nothing else new to say. Now, stuck, as usual. Time to look at the guide. Okay, apparently I have to look for Thomas's shed. Apparently it's next to a white tent. Let's see. Probably stays near the bathhouse. So let's go to the baths. I notice only the bathhouses have white tents for the most part. Not that, Thomas. Let's see. This place, perhaps? This picture doesn't help. I can't tell where that is. Release gave me a map location. So we can see this tower in the background.
Who's that? Hey, what you doing here? Clear off. What's go? What? Who's there?
This is it.
Come on. Look, be quick about it.
He has trophies in here.
Hey, Lord Almighty.
The deer stuffs. So we got it. Now we can talk to Thomas. I knew he was lying how he was talking to us. It's BS. Thomas is C. Can you imagine the smells of this place? This place probably smells horrendous.
I'm here to find out about the poachers gang, and I need...
Well, ask away.
So, you're saying you've not been poaching?
How many times do I have to explain? I've never stolen so much as a rabbit. I was just in a tavern, bragging, that's all.
So, how do you account for my finding some deer antlers in your shed?
Well,
Come on, let's hear the truth.
all right. But promise me you won't drag me into anything.
Speak up and who knows? I might put in a word for you.
All right. The truth is I did drag a deer carcass there, but I didn't do the shooting. I was given it.
That's a likely story.
Honestly, not a word of a lie. I caught the poacher just as he was skinning it.
And who might that be?
I don't know.
If you don't tell me who it was, I've no reason to believe that story of yours.
Fine. Fine. He's one of the charcoal men. I've seen him taking the charcoal to the forge. His name is Radan.
There are plenty of charcoal burners around here.
He came from the charcoal piles south of here. If you follow the creek upstream, you can't miss them.
Well, you better pray I find him, because if you've been lying to me, I'll go straight to the castle. Understood?
I'm telling the truth, I swear. I'm sure you'll find him there.
We'll see.
Let's go question Radan. Before that, I'm gonna go sleep. Because I didn't buy this room for nothing. The full 8 hours. It was so dark I didn't know how to get out that room.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Yeah, you do have to go to sleep in this game. Otherwise, your character will be too tired to do much. His eyes will be closing at crucial points, etc. You don't want that. Wakey, wakey.
No! Clear off! Let me sleep! Leave me be. I want to sleep.
This food they have cooking looks good, though. Some kind of porridge. Might have to wait a bit until they get up. Or I can do something to force them to wake up. Like steal some stuff. You know, it's been a while since I saved, and I probably should do that. I was caught pickpocketing, but he didn't get mad at me because I had the perk friendly neighbor, which does... What does that do? I forget. I forget what it is, and it doesn't tell me anywhere. I thought it did. Oh well. Yeah, I'm guessing you're gone for the night, Shindy.
Leave me be.
Goodbye. I'm sure you'll be back later tomorrow.
Henry.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
A fellow from Talmberg claims he saw you poaching. What do you have to say about that? Can you hear me? Don't you have anything to say to me about that?
I'm not a poacher.
That's not what I've heard.
But I'm not a poacher, though.
Bull crap.
Did your friends tell you the penalty for poaching?
No.
No? Of course not. Because if you knew, you'd never have been foolish enough to get involved.
I'm no poacher.
No, of course not. You're the Pope in disguise.
What?
Oh, never mind. But just so you know, the local custom is to string poachers up.
I don't want to hang.
No? Then you better make sure they won't hang you.
This guy's an idiot.
For a start, by telling me where I can find your merry band of poachers. Because maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, but I don't think you're the leader.
No, I'm not.
So, out with it.
They only take me along from time to time.
All right. But you know where I can find them, don't you?
Aye.
And where is that?
The clearing.
They meet in a clearing.
They camp there.
And where is the clearing?
I was just there.
A short walk from here.
Oh, Lord. A short walk where? Do you know how many clearings there are in these woods?
No. Sorry, I don't know.
Oh, my God. Where is the clearing they camp in? How do I get there?
Along the trail. From the huntsman's lodge. Go into the wood by the big broken tree. Eastward.
Very well. I hope I can find it.
What the hell are you doing?
Frickin' idiot. Now we have to report back to Thomas. Simple-minded indeed. Hold on, let me check something. Nothing's going on. This horse just has a mind of his own. Worst horse ever in game. I miss the Red Dead horses. That game had the best horse controls.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I found out where those poachers meet.
Well, that's at least one good bit of news. So tell me, where is it?
In fact, not all that far from here. In a glade not far from your lodge.
I see. They chose that place to mock me. I might have known.
But now we can finally nab them, right?
We can. Go to the castle and tell Captain Robard to send some men with you.
Wait, you're not coming?
I have a lot of work to do.
Of course you do.
Bull crap.
I've been hearing some quite wild stories about hair.
People do prattle on. It happened a long time ago, and I've heard some crazy tales myself.
And what's your version of what happened?
Hare was a stuck-up knob. He came here with nothing to show but his bare arse. But he thought he could have anything he pointed at. All because he was of noble stock.
Whatever became of him?
Oh, you must have heard. He killed one of the armed men that served Sir Henry of Lipa, and they sentenced him to hang. Except he scapered right out of the castle dungeon.
How did he manage that?
Nobody knows, but I'll bet he had help from someone up at the castle.
And what was your wife's role in all this?
He had his eye on her, and she didn't want him. That's all. And it had nothing to do with what happened later.
I heard that he was a sorcerer.
And I've heard there's blooming roses on Rattay Gallows at Christmas. A sorcerer. Bah! Hare was a ruffian, but there was nothing supernatural about it.
That's all I need. Thanks.
God be with you.
I've come about the poachers, sir.
Oh. Oh, so you're the one Nicholas was talking about. All right. I'll send some of my men with you. Are you ready to set off?
Yes, sir.
Hannikin Hare of Zalush, I arrest you in the name of Lord Divish of Talmberg.
The Master Huntsman is not coming?
The Master Huntsman arrests poachers, not murderers. Will you come quietly?
What do you say, man?
What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you?
I'll fucking kill you. Shit. Alarm! There's something over there. Hey!
If I were to loot these guys, it might count as stealing. Those guys didn't stand a chance. Now we gotta meet Hannikin Hare, wherever he is. The quest failed. Alright, well, let me reload and try to catch up this guy. Catch up with this dude. You don't even know which way he ran, so there's no way to catch him. trying to figure out where this guy ran to, because I didn't get this far in the quest. For it to fail, I don't want to waste my time. I can't seem to find the friggin' answer what this guy is. Maybe I was supposed to get him when the fight broke out. I was supposed to chase him then. I wonder. Well, let me ask Steam. In the meantime, let's get to... I'm afraid I missed my opportunity. I'm going to redo this part.
How are you, Henry? Huh? No! Clear off. Let me see. Why are you waiting? Go away.
can't save you. God almighty, has something happened to you? Did some...
Can you hear me?
No, I'm... What?
And where...
Oh, isn't this fun? I really wish that glitched game saved would go away. Just ruining my immersion.
I'm at your service.
I've been hearing
people... No. He... And
That's all I need.
Well, if
This time I'm gonna save before I talk to him.
God be with you.
Yes, sir.
Moment of truth here.
Hanneken Herr, Zalush.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I was right. Here he is.
That.
I didn't want to kill him. If If it wasn't for this friggin' guard, they considered me tackling the guy a form of aggression. I'm just trying to stop him.
What the hell was that?
He had some valuable stuff on him. I'm gonna save that and redo it and see if I can do it any different. I'm an idiot. I didn't save. That was loading. Ah. I'm speaking in the game to say over. Waste of time. All right, man.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Hey Nero, are they doing any calls in the Discord? I checked, but there's a lot of people in there. But I don't know if anything's going on. Because when/if Hooch does any tonight, then I'm calling this session until they're complete. Okie doke.
I've come about the poachers, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Hanakin Hare of Zalush, I arrest you.
What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? You're dead. You're dead. Fucking hell.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Oh, okay. Got it. I don't like that they made me kill him, because I know he doesn't die. He can live.
I feel quite hungry.
Alright. Screw it. Is optional. Doesn't have to happen. I'm gonna go back to that camp and loot that chest that had those valuables inside. Why am I running when I can just ride? This is fast. Wow, he's still fighting? I'll help you.
Well, God, look what's coming. Crawling out from under some rock.
He's kind of outnumbered. Who is this? He's a poacher. He has to die. Oh, he killed the guard. And he's dead now too. Oh, that was a villager. He killed a villager? Whatever. Let's take the valuables. Man, that's worth a lot. Sausage. Wine. 8 pounds, but it's worth something. His helmet is too. Sorry, villager. I killed him. But he was fighting a guard, so I don't feel too bad. Where'd that guy go that I just shot in the back? Oh, there he is. Arrows, got food, wine. Of course he has food, he's a poacher. Can have the rest of that stuff. Remember, even the game is gloves. The damage down. Okay. Got some food to eat? Yes. I'm hungry. Now, where's that chest? There's a chest. Somewhere right here. Alright. Alright, guess we need to report back to, what's his name? Yep, back to the huntsman. Why is that optional though? I didn't want to kill that guy though. I'm gonna do what I wanted to do last time. Save before that fight. See if we can keep him alive. And load this one. I just want to see. I don't want to give up yet.
God be with you.
I've come about the... Yes, sir.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You see that bad move?
Hold on. I'm asking you to hear me out.
There we go.
Why should I listen to you?
Because if you care about justice, you're after the wrong man.
Anyone can say that.
And that's precisely why the accused should get a proper hearing.
Let me guess. You're going to tell me you're innocent?
I wouldn't presume. I've been poaching on the Divish estate, and I'll take the punishment I deserve. But the crime I was nearly strung up for, that one I didn't commit.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Hanakin Hare of Zalush.
The nobleman?
I used to be. My house became sadly impoverished, and I became the master huntsman at Talmberg.
Gamekeeper turned poacher? I see. That's quite a transformation.
Nicholas gave me no choice.
What happened to your family?
My father lost his influential friends and the money with them. After his death, I inherited only his debts. There was nothing for it but to sell off all our possessions, see to my sister's welfare, and manage as best I could.
That sounds a rough deal.
Believe it or not, I never cared for the life of a nobleman. I spent my youth running free, hunting in the woods.
What happened between you and Nicholas?
I believe this guy,
I
too.
was falsely accused of murder. Henry of Lipa visited Talmberg, and the morning after the banquet in his honor, one of his men was found dead.
And didn't they have any cause to suspect you?
That's just it. They did. At the banquet, I got into a fight with the man.
I know Sir Hanish of Lipa. Was Sir Henry his father?
Indeed. He was on his way to Ratai to take charge of the fiefdom for young Sir Hans Capon.
Why did you get into a fight with him?
The fall of the House of Zalush was the work of the Lords of Lipa, and that fellow took great delight in reminding me of it.
And then what?
Nicholas began to pull strings. Several people came forward as witnesses to say they saw me with the fellow later that night.
Why would he have done that?
He wanted rid of me. We were both in love with the same lass, you see, and Margaret is his wife today. But back then there was no question which of the two of us would win her. I was the huntsman of noble blood, and Nicholas was just plain Nick. Her father's preference was clear.
Do you know who did kill the man?
No. He was found in a ditch with his neck broken. He could have tripped and fallen, all on his own.
And that never occurred to anyone?
It did. But some people swore they'd seen us jostling on the drawbridge. Of course, that was Nicholas's work.
What did Margaret think of you?
She took me for a fool. She only had eyes for Nicholas, but I didn't see it then. In the end, she could have saved me.
How?
She could have told the truth. After the banquet, I was with her. But when they asked her, she said she hadn't seen me that night.
How did you get out of it?
What leads you to imagine I did?
Your head's still on your shoulders, so you must have escaped somehow.
I'm alive. But my name and my family's name has been dragged through the mud. For me, that's worse than the sentence waiting for me.
If you say so. But you still managed to get away.
Well, it's true. I had the good fortune to escape from the dungeon.
An interesting story.
I can't complain of boredom. The question is, will anyone believe me?
And how did it happen?
It's a long story.
I've got time to listen.
All right. But for you to understand, I have to start from the beginning. I was born as Hanakin Hare of Zalush, the eldest son of Sidney of Zalush. My house became sadly impoverished, and I became the master huntsman at Talmberg.
Gamekeeper turned poacher. I see. That's quite a transformation.
Nicholas gave me no choice.
What happened between you and Nicholas?
I was falsely accused of murder. Henry of Lipa visited Talmberg, and the morning after the banquet in his honor, one of his men was found dead.
And didn't they have any cause to suspect you?
Didn't they,
That's
didn't he
it,
say
they
this
did.
already?
At the banquet, I got into a fight with the man.
And then what?
Nicholas began to pull strings. Several people came forward as witnesses to say they saw me with the fellow later that night.
Why would he have done that?
He wanted rid of me. We were both in love with the same lass, you see, and Margaret is his wife today. But back then there was no question which of the two of us would win her. I was the huntsman of noble blood, and Nicholas was just plain Nick. Her father's preference was clear.
How did you get out of it?
What leads you to imagine I did?
Your head's still on your...
I'm alive. Well...
Interesting.
I can't
Even if I believed you, there's no proof. It all happened a long time ago.
I know. But if I didn't believe in my own innocence, I'd have to be crazy to have done what I did.
Why?
If I truly were guilty, why would I risk coming back to Bohemia? I could have died in peace as a rich man in the pay of the Jagiellonians. Only a fool would come back.
Nicholas took everything you had, regardless of your guilt or innocence. I'd say you have more than enough cause to want revenge.
I'm not like him. Anyway, you're right. I don't have any proof of my innocence. All I can give you is my word.
This is one of the most insane stories I've heard lately.
That doesn't surprise me.
But something tells me you're speaking the truth, Anakin Hare.
Thank you. I didn't expect to find anyone who believed me.
Trust me, after what I've seen lately, not much could surprise me. So, what are you up to?
Working out how to get Nicholas's confession.
And how would you do that exactly?
Simple. I'll have him sign it. I've had the priest in Janowitz write me up a parchment. When Nicholas signs it, he'll admit to everything written down there.
How do you want to force him to do that?
He won't have a choice, or rather he will have, between his wife Margaret and the job of huntsman.
I'm not following this at all.
It's plain enough. We'll kidnap Margaret. That's to say, you'll kidnap Margaret while I distract Nicholas. If he wants to see her again, he won't have any choice.
Kidnapping? That doesn't seem like much of a way to clear your name.
No? Take a look around you, Henry. Sigismund kidnapped Wenceslas, his own brother. And Divish was abducted by Medek of Waldeck.
True, but Sigismund and Medek kidnapped the men they wanted to bargain with. You're thinking of taking a man's wife who's done nothing to deserve it.
And what of it? Those others did it for money or power. I'm doing it to redeem my honor. And since you mentioned Margaret, she's not all that innocent. I could have swung because of her.
But that confession's just a scrap of parchment with writing on it. What will happen to him after that?
That scrap of parchment is for Sir Divish and the provincial court. But we'll be generous to Nicholas and let him leave in peace before we deliver the confession to Talmberg.
So Nicholas will go free, and you'll clear your name?
Hopefully.
So what do I need to do?
I had Nicholas's prized hunting horn liberated. I'm sure Nicholas will recognize its sound from quite far off. I'll lure him out of the lodge at dawn.
And I meant to kidnap his wife while he's gone?
Of course it would be best if she went with you voluntarily, but if not, you'll just have to drag her with you.
I don't know. What if there's trouble?
That's why I'm sending you. I trust you. But whatever happens, Margaret mustn't be hurt. When you get her, bring her here. Then we can decide what's next.
All right.
Don't forget, tomorrow at dawn.
Interesting turn of events here. Here's a plan. Play on words. Kidnapping, robbery. And this is a cave. And this fool is walking away from his hideout. Now I'm going to see if I can find the body of that guy I shot on the way here. I shot one of those guards as we were chasing Hannick and Hare. Have you noticed I've started hitting targets easier with the bow? I was missing like crap pretty often earlier on. I'm never gonna find his body. Yep, practice. I'm gonna go back to that camp again. This time I won't have to reload because I like this outcome. We did fail that Hare quest though, because we believe this guy's innocent, which I do. I do think he's innocent. That would be way too easy to just take him out without question. And then just let that other guy just continue on how it's going. Yeah, I think it might have despawned the body. It's gone. Oh well. Are we going the right way? We actually passed it up.
what's come crawling out.
Over here! Where is everyone?
You'll
Quick!
pay for that.
To arms! Get over here! Hey, all of you!
This
Gather here!
idiot,
Raise the alarm!
he came back. He's gonna die. He died. He came right back to the scene of the crime. What an idiot. Well, I know not to come back.
Hey.
So we have to wait till tomorrow, so I'll do that. Gotta abduct her. So we're gonna do it. Let's go try to abduct. Hopefully he doesn't get himself killed off screen. I really should be buying that new armor and stuff, but all the quests have been over here. I've been discovering new quests in this town. I haven't had the chance to go to Rattay to get that armor.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Oh, now this is a private area. We can't go up in there. You didn't have a problem with me coming in here before. Look, now he has a guard.
Get lost, or you'll have me to wreck.
Yeah, that tells me he's up to something right there.
Don't move a finger. Surrender! You've committed a crime, and I'm arresting you. I warned you.
What's the
no
crime?
business here. Now you're for it. Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because it'll take a nice pile of coin to fix it.
Whoopee, 15 coin.
I won't put up with any more of this. Keep it up, and you'll rue the day you crossed me.
But I was just... You misunderstood me. Sorry. You can go. You! What the hell are you fooling around? What? What the hell are you doing?
I should kill this guy.
Hey! Hey, you! Halt! Surrender! You've committed a crime.
What?
Clear off, and I was deadly serious about it. This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn. Crime doesn't pay.
I won't put up with any more of this. Keep...
But I was just... Hey, you! What are you doing? Fuck off before I lose my temper. What do you think you're doing? I've a mind to call the guards. You've no business here. Clear off, or you'll be sorry.
Now it makes sense why he got us before. That still counts as part of the property. Oh, she's leaving. Good. This is our chance.
What are you up to here? Lost something?
Had to bring her up there. Gonna go around that place because of the guard. This is gonna take a long time. Because I don't think she's gonna be asleep forever. We should be able to just throw a person on our horse. That's dumb. Nope, you gotta walk. But it's not too far at least. Ooh, we got a long way. A live body. Just a woman on her back, on her shoulder. She's just asleep. Taking her home. I hope I don't come across those guards. Yep, to our cottage in the woods. We shouldn't be that far now. Nope, getting closer. They literally wanted us to walk the whole way. But these quests are interesting, though. Albeit a bit buggy. But when they work, they're good. Surprised she's still asleep. Usually they've woken up by now. But that's if they're just laying on the ground. She must be asleep indefinitely on our shoulders. Because it would be probably annoying to have her wake up and run away. Very close. Here we go.
Good work, Henry. Now we have to act fast and sort out Nicholas. Are you all right?
I don't think about it much. What next?
Take this confession. Go to Nicholas and make him sign it before you tell him where Margaret is.
What if he refuses?
You'll have to make him, one way or another.
And what if he attacks me?
Then of course you'll have to defend yourself. If you knock some sense into him in a duel, all well and good, but don't forget we need him alive. So keep a cool head.
All right. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. I'm not complaining, but couldn't you go to him yourself?
Believe me, I'd rather not drag you into it at all. But if Nicholas sees me, he'll go straight for my throat before I get a word in. The only way to avoid bloodshed is if you go.
I see. Yes, you're probably right. I'll get to it.
Here's the document. Don't forget to tell him he should get the hell out of Talmberg before we take it to the castle.
Where will I find you?
I'll wait for you in the clearing. Be quick. I don't want to keep poor Margaret here any longer than necessary.
I understand.
as he walks off again, leaving her here where she can easily just leave. No one's watching her.
Good day to you. What do you need? Have you seen my wife, Margaret? I'm sure something must have happened to her. I can't find her anywhere.
Yes, I've seen her.
Speak, where is she?
Hannikin Hare is holding her captive.
How do you know that?
It makes no odds. Just listen to me.
What, you whoreson? Tell me where she is right now or you'll rue the day.
Bluster all you want, but if you ever want to see Margaret again, you better get a grip on yourself.
Where is she? Tell me!
Yeah, you scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours. Sign this parchment here, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
I, Nicholas Angel, do hereby confess... conspiracy against Sir Hannikin Hare... just in proper punishment. What? You must be out of your fucking mind. Never.
Sign it if you cherish Margaret's life. I can't vouch for what Hare might do.
Hare's bluffing. He'd never harm Margaret.
I wouldn't be so sure. If you take a man's sweetheart, his home and his job, and leave him in the shadow of the gallows, you can't expect much mercy from him.
There. Now tell me where my wife is.
There's an old mine gallery, a little to the south of here. Margaret is in there, alive and well.
I certainly hope so.
Now we have to bring it to Hannikin at the clearing.
Well now, look what's come crawling out from under some rock.
No.
Over.
You.
Kunda.
What's the matter? Lost your balls?
Come on.
I'll wipe my arse with you.
Shit.
Watch your back. Come on, strike.
Yeah. You'll get what? Ow. Is get back.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Crap, he died. Bull crap. Alright, let's try it again. Snap amongst the friggin' guards. I should have killed them a long time ago.
I am at your service, Sir Knight. Have you seen my wife, Margaret?
Yeah.
How do you... Where...
There's
I...
What was that?
Oh, he was walking this
Have
time.
you got it?
It's done. He signed it.
Voluntarily.
Yes. More or less.
Well, I'm glad it's been done without bloodshed.
And what now? Will you take the confession to Talmberg?
We'll go together. I need you to bear witness. I've been gone for years, and I'm not sure they'll take my word for anything.
Well, I hope they do believe you. Otherwise, we're both for the noose.
Don't worry. Divish won't forget our former friendship so easily. Are you ready to go?
Yes. I got lucky. He was walking to the camp this time. Probably I skipped through the conversation. Like, who is this?
Anakin Hare. I never expected to see you again.
It was the will of God that I returned.
You realize that Sir Henry of Lipa has never repealed his sentence against you. I'm duty-bound to arrest you and turn you over to the provincial court.
Perhaps. But will you read this first? Henry here is my witness that your master huntsman Nicholas signed it himself. This ought to change their minds.
It might. I'm sorry, Hannikin. I always trusted you. But your guilt seemed irrefutable. Nicholas was very thorough. Oh, there's no doubting his own confession. Captain.
Yes, sir.
Have the Master Huntsman arrested.
That won't be necessary. I don't think they'll find him.
I understand. So, what's to be done with you now? Poaching and kidnapping the Master Huntsman's wife. You see my difficulty.
I know. I can't stay here. It's enough to know my name is cleared.
I'll have a letter drawn up to recommend you to the service of Sir Vincent at Vellish Castle.
Thank you, sir.
But if Nicholas has vanished and we're sending you to Vellish, then who's going to be my master hunter here?
There's one obvious candidate. Henry here. Help me bring Nicholas to justice. And he's no disgrace as a hunter.
Really? Well, what of it, young man?
Nice cutscene there. Nice acting. I don't know if I want to be a huntsman. Let me think this over. I'm looking. Basically, I guess you just hunt stuff. You go on a hunt, and then you have to bring it back to the Chamberlain's. The first thing you'd have to do is get red deer meat, 180, and bring it back. You're basically hunting as a master huntsman. And you get an achievement for it too. What happens if you refuse? Let me look that up. Screw it, I'll take it. Why not? It's not like I'm forced to do the stuff.
It would be an honor, sir.
Good, good. Then I hereby name you Master Huntsman at Talmberg Castle. My Chamberlain will tell you more about your new responsibilities.
And there's the achievement.
Good luck to you, Hannigan.
Thank you, Henry. I could never have managed it without you. God willing, we will meet again one day.
Got another home. Okay.
He's got half a dozen hares for us and 4 quails. And he's saving half a deer for us, too.
That should do. When will he bring them?
He promised he'd bring them the day after tomorrow.
Excellent. You'll take care of it when he comes?
Certainly, sir.
What the hell are you doing?
Welcome!
Guess this is
I
the
hope I can be
guy.
of help to you, Knight.
God save Master Chamberlain. Here I am.
So I see. And what do you want from me?
I'm the new Master Huntsman. I was told to report to you.
Aha, yes. That whole business with Nicholas was, how shall I put it, rather unfortunate. Well, I won't keep you with the lamentations of an old man. Now, to your new duties. You're to supply the castle kitchen with game and protect the woods from poachers. Although there shouldn't be too many of those now.
No, I expect not. And when shall I start?
Right away. Sir Divish is planning to hold a banquet soon, and he wants venison for it.
All right, I'll get going right away.
By the way, the Master Huntsman should get a hunting bow and appropriate livery. You'll find everything in the lodge, which is also yours for as long as you hold the office.
I see. That's good news.
Yes. Nothing but good news. Run along now.
I'm not doing that right now, but it's there. I don't feel like hunting. It's not happening. Not right now. But what I do feel like doing is possibly taking a break. But I'm gonna go to Rate and get that armor and stuff and sell all this stuff that I need to. And go down here. It's gonna take a while. Oh no, what? Uh-oh. Are you kidding me? Oh, the game crashed. That's stupid. Well, I guess I'll take that as a leave and we'll get back to this part next time. Adios.